Mink are typically raised for 6 to 8 months, reaching an average weight of 3.2 to 4.7 pounds before being harvested. The slaughter process is quick to ensure fresh meat that meets food safety standards. Mink meat, rich in protein and low in fat, is often turned into local delicacies. Prices for mink meat range from $8 to $12 per pound, depending on the cut and market. The thighs and back are the most sought after and are often served in traditional restaurants. What sets mink fur and meat apart is the careful attention given during their rearing process. Mink are raised in climate-controlled environments, maintaining an ideal temperature between 50 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit to ensure thick, shiny fur. Each mink is housed individually in a cage, covering around 3.5 square feet to provide sufficient space for movement. Their diet includes a special mix of fish, meat and grains, ensuring rapid growth. Crocodile farms and geese grazing peacefully in open fields, to the minks with their silky fur. All of these highlight the meticulous care and ingenuity of agriculture. These seemingly ordinary products carry immense economic value, contributing to both global cuisine and high-end fashion. This demonstrates that with the skillful hands of farmers, anything can be transformed into something extraordinary. In New Zealand, annual venison production exceeds 45 million pounds, with more than 90% of it exported to Europe and North America. Compared to other meats, venison contains up to 50% less fat, making it an ideal choice for those pursuing a healthy diet. China leads the world in velvet antler production, supplying over 70% of the global demand. This is equivalent to more than 10 million pounds annually. These numbers are not just impressive, they highlight a promising and rapidly growing industry. But what makes venison such a unique choice? And how does the farming and processing of deer differ from other livestock industries? Let's uncover the answers right now. In the deer farming industry, selecting the right breed is considered the foundation that determines both meat quality and economic efficiency. Globally, 3 main breeds are widely farmed. The white-tailed deer, predominantly raised in the US, is renowned for its strong reproductive performance and resilience to cold climates. White-tailed deer herds in Minnesota farms have a 95% survival rate through winter, more than double the normal rate. A single doe can produce an average of 2 to 3 fawns annually, contributing to rapid herd growth. Meanwhile, the Sika deer, favoured in Japan and China, is highly valued for its superior velvet antler quality. The velvet from this breed is not only finer and shinier, but also contains 20% more nutrients compared to red deer velvet, making it a top choice in pharmaceutical industry. Caring for a herd of deer requires relentless effort and meticulous attention from farmers. In New Zealand, farmers spend at least 4 hours of each day inspecting and caring for the herds. Every morning, the farmers begin by inspecting the quality of fresh grass before cutting and transporting it from the fields to the enclosures. Grass-fed to deer must be cut at an ideal length of 8 to 10 inches, short enough to be easily chewed while retaining essential nutrients for the deer's sensitive digestive system. A fully grown deer consumes an average of 9 to 11 pounds of fresh grass daily, roughly the weight of a standard bowling ball. In addition to fresh grass, farmers supplement the diet with dry hay, grains, and disinfect the enclosures to maintain a sanitary environment. Weekly, farmers meticulously inspect fences, repairing or replacing damaged sections to protect deer from wildlife or environmental hazards. Space allocation is another critical factor in ensuring health and productivity. On Wisconsin farms in the US, each deer is allocated between 1,600 and 2,150 square feet of space, roughly the size of a small basketball court. However, in China, where land costs are far higher, this space often drops to around 1,300 square feet per deer, requiring farmers to optimize space management efficiently. So how can one ensure that antler, velvet and venison achieve optimal quality when delivered to customers? The answer lies in the strict US Department of Agriculture standards to ensure hygiene and humane harvesting. This is how deer processing looks in a processing plant in the US. First, the deer is skinned and torched to remove hair completely. In New Zealand, one of the leading countries in deer farming, annual venison exports exceed 16.5 million pounds, equivalent to the weight of 1,000 small pickup trucks. This accounts for 20% of the global market, cementing the country's position as a leader in venison production and processing. If venison harvesting focuses on maximizing productivity and yield, the velvet antler harvesting process demands a high level of professionalism. First, farmers use anesthesia to secure deer in a safe place without causing them too much stress. Then, the velvet antlers are carefully removed using specialized tools. This ensures the animals experience no pain or damage to the developing tissue. Finally, the deer is returned to the farm to continue living. Immediately after removal, the velvet is transferred to cold storage to maintain its freshness. In New Zealand, velvet antlers are harvested and packaged within 2 hours of harvest, ensuring the highest quality. This amount is roughly equivalent to the weekly operating costs of a small farm, underscoring the exceptional economic value of this product. China leads the world in velvet antler production, accounting for over 70% of global output, with the majority originating in large farms in Heilongjiang province. Each harvest yields thousands of pounds of velvet antlers, sufficient to supply manufacturers of pharmaceuticals and health supplements worldwide. Harvesting is only the first step. For deer antlers, factories often dry and then package them for export mainly to China, Korea, and Japan. The global export value of velvet antlers now exceeds $1 billion annually, with China accounting for 70% of global production. For venison, they are flash frozen at -40 degrees Fahrenheit to preserve their freshness, ensuring the meat maintains its quality for up to 12 months. In Canada, a modern processing facility can handle over 5,000 deer annually, providing enough meat to produce 16 million burgers. Its deep freezing technology guarantees products meet export standards to over 50 countries, with the largest markets being Europe and North America. Why is venison so highly regarded? Compared to beef, venison contains up to 50% less fat and offers superior protein levels, making it an ideal choice for those across the globe. Showcases a unique combination of tradition, innovation, and market-specific adaptations. In Europe, venison is deeply rooted in culinary traditions, often featured in French-style venison stew or German-style venison roast. In the United States, venison has become a staple in gourmet burgers, favoured by clean eating enthusiasts. Many fine dining restaurants have also embraced it in creative dishes, like venison carpaccio, steak with red wine sauce, or even venison sushi. In New Zealand, venison takes on a festive role, with smoked venison emerging as a delicacy during celebrations. The country also leads in sustainability, with venison farms recycling byproducts like bones and hides into pet food and organic fertilizers, reducing waste significantly. In Asia, venison serves a dual purpose as both a culinary delicacy and a functional food. In China, it is often paired with medicinal herbs in slow-cooked soups believed to rejuvenate the body. In Vietnam, venison is transformed into signature dishes like hot pot and grilled skewers, particularly popular during festivals and family gatherings. In Canada, venison has found a niche in artisanal charcuterie, with products like venison salami and cured sausages gaining popularity. These delicacies are often paired with locally sourced wines and cheeses, creating a uniquely Canadian culinary experience.